back to another session of Write With Me. What are you writing today, my friend? I am writing some things. And so basically, here's what we're going to do. We have an hour, and we are going to write together in the same room. Why? Accountability, and energy, and community, and all the things. And also because we have things to write and get done. Deadlines, accountability. These are important, darling. They're important. What am I writing today? Such a good question. Thank you for asking. We have a reading coming up. I've got to put together my integrated script score, which means taking a lot of dialogue out of my show and putting it into the score. It's one of my least favorite things to do, but you know what? At this moment in time, I don't really have like the resources to have someone else do it. So you know what? I'm just gonna do it. Here we go. This is what I'm doing. So, do I have a goal by the end of the hour? My goal is to do it. As much of it as I possibly can. So that's what I'm doing. You let me know what you are up to. Because I'm curious. What are you writing? What are you doing in your hour? How are you working with the accountability moment? Also, if you don't know me, hi. I'm not sure how you found me, but I love it. Welcome. Pardon me. I'm coughing because the allergens are killing me. I'm also Michael Ratty, and I am musical theater writer guy here on YouTube. I'm your musical theater writing coach, and I am a writer and the founder of the Musical Theater Writing Collective. And so I write, and you write, and now we're going to write together. So if you're here joining me live, let me know what you're doing, what you're working on, what's the goal for the hour. As I said, my goal to as much script and score integration as possible. Wish me luck, friends. I will indeed be in my work a bit today. I will look up. If you want to chat in the chat, I will be here to look at it, to answer any responses, any questions. That is a great place to put what you're doing for your goals, what's your hour looking like here. And together we'll get as much done as we possibly can because it's better to do things with other people instead of going it alone. Oh, and you know what, friends? Do you hear that? Do you hear that rasp in my voice? These allergies, I haven't been able to breathe through my nose for like 3 days. It's not fun. I like breathing. Breathing's good. No one's told me what you're working on yet. What you working on? You tell me. Also, just for anyone who's using Sibelius out there, don't at me. I've not switched to Dorico yet. You know this. If you're a regular. If you're not, hi, hello. For anyone using Sibelius, anyone know how to left align your boxed text? Because my boxed text is not left aligning. I just can't get the text to stay left aligned. And now it's just center aligned, no matter what I do. I know, like, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it means more space on the paper for the dialogue. I'm trying to condense, you know? Save a tree. Ride a cowboy? Anyway. What you working on? And does anyone have an answer to that? 'Cause I could use an answer. Please. If anyone has one, this is my song to you. And like I said, otherwise, I'm just writing. I'm working. What are you working on? No one knows. Nobody has answers. Oh, is no one else using Sibelius anymore? Am I the last holdout? I can't be. Oh, that looks so ugly to do it that way. Ugh. Ugh. Kids, my friends, my joys, my loves, my hearts. Who's writing what? What are you writing today? Hey, Kelly Cat, welcome back. I love the 333. Does that mean something specific to you? Or is that just like the numerology of it? Is it witchy? I love something witchy. Left alignment. Why aren't you working? Cali Cat, what are you working on? What's your hour? Mm, okay. Well, see what happens here. Just gonna try this out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. For any of you on my email list, you got an email probably 5, 6 minutes ago from me with the title of "You Need to Breathe More." I need to take that advice. I need to breathe. This is not life or death. It is a musical, not life or death. I can do this. You can do this. We can all do this. Finish up the outline for your current musical project. Maybe starting a rough draft for the first song. Ooh, I love an outline. Oh, congrats on finishing up that outline. That is gold. Listen to me. We got that low thing going on. It's very nice. Look at me. Thanks, allergies. All right. Okay. Okay. Need to make an official decision here. Gonna have to have our stage direction reader reading from the script, not the score, not the integrated. So they will have a separate doc, which means I'm not gonna put all my stage directions into the integrated. It's just for the performers. That is what I'm saying. Got all the plan for all the songs, just deciding if any should be cut or added. Yeah, well, isn't that always the question? Right? We do our song spotting process in the outline, then you got to go back through, and as you write your first draft, you realize, like, oh, this was a great idea for a song, but doesn't actually work. And then there's other spots where you're like, I think this should be a song. And that's the fun of a musical, is not knowing anything. Right? Right? Right. All right, we're gonna try this with the box text. Again, if anyone has information on why Sibelius won't let me left align my boxed text, please tell me. I would love to know. We're gonna try a trick to find out. I know you're all waiting with bated breath to find out with me. I understand. I get it. This is exciting stuff. So exciting. Okay, we're gonna end box text. Hello, I don't know where I am, but keep up the good vibe. Where you are? Hi, you're on my channel. Musical theater writer guy here. I uh I teach about musical theater writing. And I write, I coach. I have a community of musical theater writers. So if you do any music writing or musical theater writing, you're in a good place. Welcome. The vibes are good. Calicat. Mostly trying to figure out what I want to do at the ending, as there's two things I want to happen at the end, but I don't know which I should do first or if I should do both. You know, you'll probably figure that out as you write your draft, honestly. But I hear that. I hear that for sure. What I like to do when I hit those moments is write multiple versions of the ending of just like whatever that portion is. Write one version, see how it feels. Write the other version, see how it feels. Like just kind of branch it out, and then uh, if there's a third option, do that as well. And pick from there. But you do you. All right, let's see if this worked. Maybe. I may have figured this out, friends. If I did, then I will be soy happy. You're gonna make me do. Okay, okay, I figured that part out. Yes, left aligned. My gosh, I'm nailing it. Okay, so you have to left align the text you're copying in order for Sibelius to recognize it, is what I'm understanding thus far. Unless it yells at me in a moment, but we will find out. This is so specific, but there's currently a noise going on outside of my apartment that sounds like You know that sound like when you're about to get hit by a shell in the Nintendo 64 version of Mario Kart? That like that very specific noise. Something was just making that noise. Also, if you're here and you're working on stuff, let me know what you're working on. Okay. Why am I craning my neck instead of just increasing the percentage on this? Because I'm a silly, silly goose. That's why. If you don't mind me asking, when you start writing the first draft for the songs and dialogue, do you go in order from the start to the end of the show or jump around? How do you decide the order? That is such a good question. Oh my goodness. You know, I'm surprised more people don't ask that question. Okay, hold on. For those keeping track at home, that's the answer. You have to left align the text you're copying, and then Sibelius will recognize it. That's annoying. Am I gonna redo that first bit? All right, which looks cleaner? Wait, hold on. Okay, you asked a question. If anyone has ever doubted that I have a little bit of ADHD, case in point. All right, what do I do? Usually I get inspiration in a show from somewhere. In that's not like the opening. That's not the beginning, and it's usually a musical inspiration. So I usually start with music, and it's usually not the first thing. However, it's generally toward the beginning. There's only been one time where the first song that I wrote was not in the beginning. It was actually like the climax of the piece. That was for King's Legacy. I wrote the song "A Queen of England" first. Spoiler alert, but it's the song when Anne Boleyn is beheaded at the end. For whatever reason, that was my inspiration point. I think that's the only time that's ever happened. Otherwise, it's usually a character establishment song or something in the first structural act. And so I usually do that first so I can start to get a sense of the sound of the world and the lyrical potential ideas. And then in terms of actual dialogue, I do always start from the beginning and move forward. That's part of why the book and beyond process, the outlining process, is so robust for me, is because then I've got such a clear beat by beat structured spine of the story. I can sit down and just like go and go in order because it's really hard to write something when you don't know the stuff that came before it, even if you know what it is off the outline. I find that difficult to be able to speak like the characters and write their dialogue or write their songs if I don't know what exactly preceded it. So that's me. But I know everybody kind of has their own thing. It's a good question. It's a very good question. All right, doll, we have to move you. Is that clearer? Yes. So do I have to redo that first one? Yes. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, thank you for sharing what you're working on, Calicat. How about all the rest, y'all? What you doing? What you working on? Let me know how you're spending your hour. So far, I've been fighting with Sibelius. I can't do that, can I? Do I have to redo that? Maybe, maybe not. Hold on. Hold the phone. Whatever phone you're holding, just keep holding it. Okay, we're gonna do this. Copy. Undo that. See if Sibelius will take my nonsense. It did. Bam. Good for me. Okay. I can do this because we can do hard things and we can also do annoying things. Yes? Yes. Oh, that's interesting. There's new spacing happening here. Don't love that. And I don't know why. How did this happen? How did this occur? Didn't happen over there. Oh, Sibelius, why you gotta do me like this? Come on. Not gonna lie, I used to love Sibelius. I used to love it. These days, not so much. Now it's not even letting me use the copy paste function? How rude. Fine. I guess today is just about battling Sibelius. If anyone has said something, I will look up in a moment, I promise. And it didn't work. After all of that, it didn't work. Well, I gave the old college try, friends. I did that at the very least. All right, that needs to move over there because that's a Q line. Okay, I'm looking. I'm looking up. To answer your question, I'm doing an epic or haste on retelling of my favorite Greek story, Medea. It's a personal project, not like anything. Not anything that I needed done. So I'm going all out and doing fully sung. Nice. That's fun. I love a fully sung piece, and I love a Greek retelling. Whoa! As I said, the allergies, y'all. My goodness. Okay. Is there not a... Is there? No, there's not. Darn. Huh. Well, I tried. Why is that the font being used? That doesn't even make sense. That will do. Hey y'all, if you're just joining, what you working on, friends? What is it? I'm creating an integrated script and score. Pain in the tush. Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, as writers, we wear so many hats, always. But even just in the writing piece, like having to be your own copyist and engraver, it's one of my least favorites. It's okay. We'll survive. We always do. Okay. Next bit of dialogue. Um, Trying the trick again, hoping it works again. Let's find out again. How many times can I say the word again? Many is the answer. Ooh, can I put the text there? Do I have to split this? Ugh, I do, don't I? Minus 1, 2, and 3. So we can put that over there. That's fine. Yeah, why not? Okay. Okay. Someone just sent some hearts. That's very nice. I like that. Let's do 2 lines here. And then we'll put the rest over there. Oh, do I have to include that though? Probably true. Heavy Boston, welcome back. Still working on your first 4 musicals. 4 first musicals all at once. It's a lot. So many. Which one are you focusing on today? Yeah, I think I just have to make that executive decision. And go from there. That's fine. So looking for a composer producer, like as in one person, to do both the composing and producing together, or 2 separate people? You know, as much as I'm complaining about doing this, I guess it really only is an issue for like group numbers where a lot of stuff happens. Perhaps I'm just being a little bit whiny. It's possible. But watch your mouths. Watch your mouths, kids. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. But why isn't that spaced like this one is? I do not understand. Ugh, ugh, fine. You want me to do it like that? I'll do it like that. It's fine. Mm-hmm. That'll do. That'll do. Sure. Great. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily one person. Nice. All right. So if anyone is a composer or a producer looking to work with V Boston on any of those projects, message. Get in touch. Do it up, friends. Connect in the chat. Okay. Okay. I wish my throat wasn't so scratchy from all the allergens. That would be nice. Okie dokie. So after the next chorus, we have this C. That's gonna be fun, don't you think? Yeah, probably. Maybe. Who's to say? Wait, there's no dialogue before that? That's what I thought there is. Is there a vamp? No? Just go straight in? I wrote it. You would think I would know. Ugh. Fine. Okay. No. That'll work. That's fine. It's gonna be fine. Bam. Sure. Oh my God, why do you do that? Well, I played one of the demos on the show. Well, we don't usually just play a singular demo. If you want to do something for feedback, we do that sometimes. Songs for feedback, do some live feedback sort of thing. That's a thing. We also just started doing some interviews, like the one with Amy and Julie a couple weeks ago, with Musical Theater Writing Collective members. Got a whole list of people that'll be working through there. That's one. No, don't do that. Um, Girl, what's happening here? So rude. So rude. There. Oy vey. I bet there's a shortcut to doing all this that I don't know. If anyone knows a shortcut, I'll take it. Okay, that go away. Which means that that fits comfortably below the page number. Gorgeous. Oh, but now that needs a cue line. Now that needs a queue line. This can spread out, that's fine. Alright. Copy that over. Let's make a queue line. Here's a queue line. Continuing. Okay, we'll clean that up in a moment. I know people have said stuff. I'll be back. Give me a sec. You know what? Actually, maybe we should do that, shouldn't we? Then I don't need the queue line to be so precise. It's not gonna let me. Fine. See if I care. I care. I clearly care. Also you're moving to California next week. Oh, congrats. What you headed to California for? What you doing out there? Also, all the rest of y'all, if you're lurking, that's fine. You're allowed to lurk. But if you're here and you're writing stuff, let us know what we can hold you accountable for. Happy to do so. You know what? At this point, if I can get the first number done in script scoreland, I think I'll be happy. It's taking forever. Don't ask why I sounded like a Muppet. I don't know. I'm always a Muppet. No, undo, undo. There we are, darling. There we are. That's after that section. That will do. That will do. Oh, I just got hungry. What am I gonna have for lunch? Also, if you've not been to one of these before, I do answer whatever questions you got in the chat, if you got them. Happy to do that. Ugh, now you're doing that again? Sibelius, why aren't you consistent about anything ever? So rude. That's a situation that should be here. That's fine. Bam, bam. Move this downward. Wait, why did you do that to me? That is so mean. I didn't ask you to do that. Sibelius, be nice. Okay. I had to write some more info in my document, and I'm realizing how many characters there are. If I ever decide to try and perform this, or even just make recordings, there'll be a lot of people. Yeah. Is doubling a possibility? Are you able to double up or triple up at all on anything? I'd be curious if that might help. Like, King's Legacy is so many characters, but it's a cast of 9, 8 adults and a kiddo. That's useful. Though I do like a show with a big ensemble. I don't think there's anything wrong with an ensemble. Bleu? Ensemble? Oh my gosh. I did the opening number. Did anything in the formatting get lost in translation? No, but I should probably redo this first box. Darn it. Man. And this here. Paste. Undo. What is happening? Stop. Your nonsense hurts my soul. Try that again. Sibelius. Or does Sibelius just not want me to do this first one? Is that what's happening? Is it just being that mean? It's possible. The reason there's so many is because the narrators are the the nine. You're using all nine muses? That's a lot of muses. So that plus main characters a hefty amount. Let's go. It's time to get my computer to start writing my musical. Yes, write your musical with us. Come on, Dexter. Dexter the theater kid. I love that. Well, here's a question. Calicat. Is it possible to have the nine muses and have them step in and out of the story playing roles as well as being narrator muses? Is that something that's doable? Feel like they might be able to do double duty, especially because you have so many of them. In fact, part of me wonders, can they be the whole cast? Can they both be the muses and the players? I don't know. Just a thought. Just a thought. Many thoughts are happening. Oh, that's a stage direction, isn't it? Oh, I can read. I promise, I can read. I have this ability. All right. For whatever reason, this first line doesn't want to happen as I need it to happen. Maybe I can figure this out still. The day that I can pay someone to do all of my integration and formatting and arrangement and orchestration is the day I will be a very happy writer. Oh my gosh, did I do it? Y'all, I think I did it this time. Oh my gosh. So close. Oh, a champion. I did it. Bam! Da, 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 da. Don't even at me, Sibelius. Got you cornered. Oh, things were said in the chat. But if I do decide to do recording with only audio, I don't need 9 people. I guess that's true. Sure. Big one of these is to double as female ensemble and to act as a sort of narrator in a monologue for each of the characters. I have curiosity about that. I want to know more, but also, hard to do via chat. What's the musical about? I assume you're asking Calicat. It is, it said a musicalized retelling of the Medea myth, fully sung through. That happened before you signed on. For example, the main I Want song isn't sung by the main character. It says most of the time that uses are being so the characters completely inside. Oh, that's interesting. Why not have the main character sing their own song? and also utilize the muses. It's like the internal voices of the things that we want. There's a main narrative we have, and then there's all the other thoughts and the things and the voices and perspectives. Just out of curiosity. Okay. How many pages is this little beast? Quite a few. Quite a few. Okay, that's fine. It will do. It is functional. And honestly, functional is all we need. Great. What are we going to do for putting things together like that? We're gonna do. We need to export this PDF in a different format, don't we? Yes, we're gonna do this. This. Yeah, that'll do. That should help. Maybe? Oh, yeah. Great. Oh, so the way I plan to structure the song is to Medea begin singing the different muses, each presenting a different idea or just. Okay. Okay. Not sure I buy it yet, but I might. It's an interesting idea, and I like the idea. Okay. Let's bring up this song. Y'all, I did it. I did the opening number. Aren't you proud of me? Be proud. Please. Okay. That, this. Yes, I know. Thank you, Sibelius. You're so kind. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Let's change. Everything has to be 0.2 or 0.1 for consistency. Point. Well, I guess we could go up to 0.3. That's okay. Right? Right. Good answer? Good answer. Hit me with your best text. Nailed it. Okie dokie. This needs to be here. 2 time. Where do? Move it. Do they? I'm so smart. Oh, okay. Next one is male leads. I was hoping to sing along with him in perfect harmony to represent how he is very single-minded. Very proud. I guess that's what it explains that the fate from Hayes number with extra 6. Got it. Got it. Got it. Again, wondering why so many then? I mean, nothing wrong with it. I love having a lot of people, a lot of voices. I think it's great. Uh, does it provide clarity to have more? Or does it muddy the waters to have more? I think that's the reason most of the time they get shrunk down in size, depending on the show. Okay. Does this song have any dialogue in it? I don't think so. I don't remember. So let's find out. Oh, I guess the stage direction is useful, isn't it? Yes, it is. Thank you so much. I have to sneeze. Ba- Uline. Mm, mm, mm. Love to get feedback on one of the songs with Seinfeld musical parody. Can I send you the YouTube link? That's what's for the rest of us. Yes, you may do so. What I would suggest is, if you go to my website and fill out the contact form and just say, hey, would love feedback on this, like for the feedback series, live feedback series. Then just send me whatever materials you have, YouTube link. If you've got sheet music sort of stuff, just let me know. You can put it in a drive link if you want to. Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. The reason there's so many is mostly because Medea is constantly in a state of internal conflicts. This will be a bit messy, but also because I like the songs with lots of layering vocals. Heard? Yep. All right, cool. Hey there, Actor Jambi. Welcome back. I scratched my finale and started over. No. Need to be more upbeat. Good decision. All right. Well, I'm glad it was a good decision, but it's so sad to scratch something completely. I get it. Honestly, I do it more than it seems like I do. Oh, that layout is terrible. What am I doing? We have to be better. Let's be better. Okay, if that means it spills over to another page, well, I can deal. Okay, but we have stage directions to put in. Let's after the first one. Great. So, boxed text, please. And thank God. Nailed it. I guess there's a direction like that. Doesn't need to be boxed, does it? Does not. Right. Formatting, darling. Formatting. My goodness. My goodness. And then this, for formatting purposes, becomes italics. So that happens there. Oh, I've got to go. Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, Calicat. Appreciate you. Musical's about a boy in 1923 who lives in radio. Oh, yes, yes, yes. You wrote about this. You commented. Tries to find the perfect radio station. He stumbles onto devil radio play, and the devil makes the boy sell his soul to the devil. Da da da. Selling one's soul. That's always a fun premise. Hey, Steamship TV. Hello, hello. Willkommen, bienvenue, welcome. Even if just for 10 minutes, I'll be here for 10 more, friends. Still trying to get as much done as I can. So I guess I don't have to copy that over because that's just more work. Look at me. I'm getting smarter, everybody. Every day, a little smarter. Every day, a little smart. In the smart and in the smart. I'm also a great lyricist, you can tell. Smart, for 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 smart. Could not be writing better lyrics. Sondheim would be proud. Ah! Okay. I'll just take that part over. Sure, darling. Sure. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, yes, yes. You'll never do exactly what I want you to do because you're a butthead. I know this makes me sound old and cranky, but y'all, I long for old Sibelius. It was so much easier to navigate before everybody moved over to Dorico. Meaning the designers, before they all moved over to Dorico. But that's why Dorico's good, yes? Yes. Must be at least. That's gonna get too complicated to look at. Yes? Okay, so you're not gonna let me do that? That's so rude. Oh, and also the boy sells his soul to the radio? Wait, how can he sell his soul to both places? How can you sell your soul to the devil and also to the radio? Unless you're being more metaphorical about one of those. Then I understand. Okay, I think there's one more stage direction. No, three more. Good work. Okie dokie. Do 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 do. Da da da. We can do this. We can do this. Alright. Dose more. Let's go. So close, Phantom. So close. Okay. So that's a direction. And so I do need box text for this one. Great. Hit me with your box text. I don't think I like that very much. Don't wanna hit me with your box text. And here I am still singing it. Hit me with your box text. Far away. So no more tag. Bold. Character name. Line. There. Get to drag the system down. Come on, system. Let's go. Did I do it? Is that two down? Great. Great. All right. So, because the devil owns the radio. Oh, okay. So it's both. It's both at once. That's kind of cool. Director, also good news for me. I found a local company that aims to professionalize the development process for musicals and non-musical theater projects. We're gonna deal with them, put together a stage reading and media package. Nice! Congrats! That's fun. That's awesome. I feel like we never get to hear fun stories like that, so that's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can change this layout for it to look prettier without destroying the song. Does that look worse? Yes. Is that better? No. It will if I do this, and this. Now, that looks better. I'll take it. Nice. Nice. My gosh, two? Did I get two done? I'm so proud of me. You're all proud of me too. I know you are. Thank you. I appreciate it. Woo! Okay. All right. Just a few minutes left here, friends. I'm gonna call my work on that done for the moment. I'm sure we'll be back to Sibelius later to yell at it more because it's yelling at me. Always so rude. Always so rude. I guess not always, but often. Just so very rude. What happened while I was gone? So many things. That's a lot of emails. Oh, okay. So, take care of that later. Ooh, I have to do a submission too. Come on. Come on. I can do that. That's fine. I've got it handled. Do you believe me that I've got it handled? I believe me. That's all that counts. Hi. Hey. Alright, cool. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thanks for being again. I appreciate you being proud of me. Oh, my heart. That warms my heart. In a very lovely way. Okay, friends. Oh, just so we know what's coming up here. Next week, we have a live stream, not a regular pre-recorded video. Next week is a standard live stream, like with a teaching live stream. And we are going to be talking about, because I got the question on the channel recently of, hey, I finished my script. What do I do? And that depends on a whole bunch of things. Depends on where you are in process, your educational experience, your journey, all sorts of things, what your show needs. And so we're going to walk through all of that next week. And then I'll finish off with an Ask Me Anything, as I always do. So we will be live next week. There should be a video out in 2 weeks. Obviously, the shorts will keep coming. If you've noticed, I've been doing writing updates pretty regularly as well. So keep an eye on the shorts of the channel. And then we'll be back for another Write With Me session, but not for a little bit. Because actually, you know what? Maybe in 2 weeks. Hold on. Maybe I lied. I did. I lied. In 2 weeks, we'll have to do Write With Me again. Because in 3 weeks, I am leaving town briefly. So I won't be available. So that should be video day. Plan change. Right there in front of your eyes. We nailed it. Anyway, y'all, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Have a great rest of your Friday, a wonderful weekend. I wish you much success and, of course, productivity. That's why we were here to begin.